What's up, guys? Eric Prey, Focus Fishing Guide Service, Table Rock Fishing Intel. Got another video fishing report for you for Table Rock. It is Tuesday, April the 4th. This is the short version for the public. We have a longer version available. If you are a pro member of Table Rock Fishing Intel, you can see that longer version, but this is the short version. As far as our lake level is concerned, we are at 917.66. The lake did come up, or was up to 921 a little bit more than a week ago. But they've done a real good job of dropping it down, much to the chagrin of the people down at Bull Shoals and the people at Beaver, because they really haven't moved their lake levels, and actually Bull Shoals just keeps coming up. Water temperature, for the most part, you're around the mid to upper 50s, seen a lot of 55 to 57. Wherever you've got a little bit of stain in the water, mid-lake, you get down that cooler water down by the dam where it's clear, and there's really not a whole lot of that clear water left. You're in that 55 range. I was up around Shell Knob today. It was 58, and we actually, at the end of the day, saw some 60s. So the water is definitely warming up. The fish are definitely moving. Best way to know what's going on, best way to stay on top of it, and the best way to get the longer version of this video is to join Table Rock Fishing Intel and become a pro member and get all the videos that we do every week, all the fishing reports, all the videos, all the details to help you catch more fish when you come to Table Rock Lake. As far as the bites that are working, you know, I'm still catching them on a swim bait, and I expect that bite's going to start to transition. The fish I've been catching out of trees with the Kitech 2.8 on a 1/4 ounce head has been, you know, that's kind of been my mainstay for the last few months. That bite seems to be going away, and those fish are starting to transition. On the lower end, they've really not moved that much towards the gravel. They're getting there, but they're still on those gravel and rock mix points, but they're closer to the bank. They're not out on those trees. They're in that 10 to 15 foot range. If you move up the lake, you're starting to see them on gravel, especially you get a windy day like we've got today and like we had yesterday, and you'll really see those fish are moving up on gravel and starting to feed quite a bit. So keep a Kitech tied on. Another bite that's been working that we really haven't talked a whole lot about and worked really well for us today is throwing a jig or a shaky head shallow. That bite is much better up the rivers where you've got some stain in the water, and these fish are just outside the bushes. They're still relating to that old bank line. Not catching a lot of big fish doing that, but we are catching quite a few fish fishing that old bank line with a jig or a shaky head. I've been using the squirrel head and putting a Senko on. It's been my best bait there. Crankbait bite, it really depends on the moss situation. Today, like I said, I fished around Shell Knob and we hit patches of moss, but a lot of the areas we fished didn't have any moss. So you could certainly throw a crankbait in those areas, but that's going to dictate whether or not you can throw a crankbait like a wigglewort or a rock crawler, or even with how low the water is getting close to those bushes, you could probably throw a square bill up there as well. Same with a spinnerbait, same with a chatterbait, but you don't have to worry about the moss. You get a windy day like today. If I were out there this afternoon, now that this full deck of cloud cover has moved in, I would be up fishing around the bushes with either a spinnerbait or a chatterbait, just working it tight to those bushes, looking for bait. There's a lot of bait that's starting to move up, and these fish are, a lot of buck males have moved up in the last week, but every once in a while you stumble on a good female up there as well. Guys, we're in April. The bite is definitely getting better. I really see it. We got this nasty weather coming in tonight. It's going to throw a little bit of a cold front to us, but it's not a massive cold front. We're still going to be in the 60s and 50s and 70s again next week. So I really don't think that the cold front's going to knock us down. So I really think that the bite is, we finally hopefully crossed over the winter bridge, and now we're talking about some good springtime fishing. Not expecting a lot of rain out of this system, so I don't see the lake coming up, but definitely going to start to see these fish move shallow. I think everything we caught today was, gosh, less than 10 feet deep for sure, but I'd say the majority of them were less than 5 foot deep. So these fish are starting to move. They are starting to come up. They are starting to think about spawning. So definitely look at those spawning pockets if you guys are going out this weekend. Best way to know what's going on though, best way to stay on top of it, join Table Rock Fishing Intel and become a pro member and get all the videos, all the reports, all the information we put out on a daily basis to help you catch more fish on Table Rock Lake. If you're coming down though, want to hire a guide, give me a call. Focus Fishing Guide Service. You can reach me at 417-860-4743 or hit my website, focusfishing.com. Either shoot me an email, book online, whatever works easier for you. Get a hold of me. We'll figure out dates and times at work. Get out there, catch some fish, have a good time. Thanks for watching the video. Of course, check out Table Rock Fishing Intel if you haven't done so, but thanks for watching. Can't wait to hear from you. We'll see you on the water.